formation of like how when we were still doing it, because we bumped into each other like just in the field when you're doing like your content creation. I was also doing like my content creation, but you can you can see the evolution.
So hard, your consistency. You're like the definition of consistency, my guy. Jeez.
I appreciate that. But people also need to understand my consistency was there because I was like, yo, this has to work.
Yeah.
That was like just like I was like, yo, this has to it has to work, because like I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't want to go to an 8 to 5.
Yeah.
I don't want to be employed by anyone in any form of way. So I was like, you know what? I need to figure this out.
Work. Oh my God.
And my biggest influence, the same way you're saying, like, you know, you learned your tutorials and a lot of things like on YouTube. It's like the guys I was following, like, you know, MKBHD.
Oh my gosh.
You have like Creative Ryan, YC Imaging. Who else? Like a lot of people who like post those tutorials for lighting and I could see them doing their thing alone. So I was like, okay, how is this supposed to work in Kenya, man? Of course, you know, you're working for people, they don't want to pay you money.
Of course. Tell me about
the accounts departments are always like locking their doors on you. Anytime they hear it's you coming to like,
send us an invoice. Oh my gosh. Payment will process in a week.
Yeah. But you see, now there's a whole different transformation where like clients are even reaching out to like content creators like directly. It's like, yo, we need you to push this for us or talk about this, review about this. And they're paying you like just as an individual. They approach you and they're like, even without going through agency, they're like, yo, can we pay you X amount and then you just review this? What do you think about that whole transformation from where when we used to do like our content? Should we say like 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Could even be 10.
It could be because it's been a while.
We grown.
Yeah, we're all
grown.
We're all grown. Let's just put it that way. But what do you think about that transformation and how it's just changed everything?
Oh my goodness! But which part of the transformation?
Like just the creativity, how like clients how it's easy to deal with clients. Is it easy now to deal with clients?
Honestly, I'm very happy about it. Yeah. I like the fact that there's a gap that has been closed.
Yeah.
So like a while back, it used to be very difficult. Like the only way that you would get a client is if you worked for somebody.
Yeah.
You were under a production company. Most of the times you don't actually enjoy the employment.
Yeah.
This idea of having free time where your day is flexible and you're working for client A from 9 to 11 and then client B from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It wasn't really there. Yeah. But now seeing that now, I'm like, yes, this is how I really was hoping for it to be.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm so happy that content creation was what I took a liking to, because I like how the space keeps evolving. It really also keeps you on your toes, eh?
Yeah.
It moves really fast, and
everything is changing.
Yeah, you have
and
to
you adapt.
You have to adapt, and that kind of forces you to keep growing. So you are always constantly growing.
Yeah.
That's why I like this space. I like this space. And then it doesn't look like it'll die soon.
Nah,
however, you never know, you know.
With
AI, I feel like AI might...
what do you think about AI and creativity as well?
AI and content creation, I feel like there'll just come a time we'll become desensitized to seeing like very human-like content.
Yeah.
And there'll be... Because already you can see them right now when you're swiping, you'll definitely see some AI-generated videos. So I feel like there's gonna come a time where there's going to be like a lot of AI-generated content online every time you swipe. And then there's gonna be just a fatigue of seeing people. I don't know if this is true. Maybe. You never know.
There's an
agency. I'm not
an agency abroad that has actually created AI models. And companies are actually finding it easy to use the AI models because, there's no that haggle of back and forth. We can use your image for however long without being sued.
I'm telling you the truth. So I kind of feel like with time, perhaps the online information space might become too saturated or too much for people to actually care about.
True.
And we might actually maybe end up doing a 360 where now we want to go back to watching local TV stations because we're like, maybe that's real now.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is just me.
But AI is scary though, if you think about it. Have you seen the one that edits like 4 different camera angles?
I haven't seen that one.
You put like your files on the timeline, right?
It just
And this is like for people who can relate
and it
to.
goes by whoever is talking. So if it's a
Whoever is
podcast
talking,
with
it
like
switches.
4 people, it
Yes.
switches. It knows how to identify who's
Yes.
speaking at what time. So it's editing a 4
Yes.
person podcast.
Yes. 4
by
different
itself,
camera
4
angles.
different camera angles.
Or even probably 5, because let's say main camera is doing
happening.
5,
Oh my
and then
God.
now like for 4 different angles for close-ups for
But me,
everyone.
I'm like,
And it's cutting the edits.
I wanted to. I'm like, I feel like I could use AI I'm actually excited about AI, and also nobody really wants to work forever. You know, like we just have to reach for financial independence. So you just, if I can get a nice clean 5 years where AI doesn't ruin everything, maybe I can create something enough to take me for the rest of the years when everything goes down to.
Honestly speaking, it's a source that's coming with force. And think about like even how traditional like media houses have been affected now with advertising.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you know, companies have been cutting down. Even like we talked today, like there's a headline, I'll just show you, but people are cutting down on like a lot of people. Yeah.
It's going to force us to be creative and look for more authentic experiences. Actually, what you're going to what you're going to see, I believe, is more of the natural life, natural things that we love, kind of going back to our roots. It's going to start becoming important. Gradually.
I think that's why people are connecting to podcasts.
More, yeah.
Yeah, because like, okay, we've seen TV and everything, but we want to hear personal stories, personal experiences.
And they don't mind watching long podcasts. Because this is real, you know. This is actually how people talk. People don't talk like the super crazy edited cha-cha-cha-cha all the time.
No,
we don't talk like in movies.
Yeah. Like even in news when you're watching and TV shows, you know, people are following like a certain maybe script and everything. Like, you know, we've been prompted to like, okay, start now, stop now.
Okay, we're starting at 5, 4, 3.
No, have you worked in a TV production?
No, luckily, no.
Is that something?
I think I knew right off the bat that I wanted to create like short video content. But because I mean, also our time, the internet was pretty strong anyway. You know?
It was still,
YouTube was strong, so I kind of knew that I wanted to create content for all of these other spaces, not necessarily TV. I never even had a liking towards working in TV. I was like, there's no way I'm going to work in... No. It was not even appealing to me.
It's not even a conversation you want to start.
I could not even apply for it. It just did not... it wasn't interesting enough for me. And I'm not a very big TV watcher anyway, so I didn't want it. So never did.
So what
answer that question. I'm too passionate.
Okay, like, no. So what experiences have you like